Hi, Stevie GTR here. Just a little project, really. It's something to do to kill the boredom. I bought this knurling tool from adhere tools. I had a few problems with it because this bottom arm wouldn't it wouldn't pull up because the pin at the bottom was square as opposed to being domed. So when you try to adjust it up to nip something, it would only come up so far and jam that the top one would go down with no problems at all. There wasn't a problem with the top one, it was the bottom one that were creating the problems. Anyway, we've cured that and that works okay, so we thought we'd try a little project. So what we want to do is make this. You can see that. Just a knurled thumb wheel really, with an M8 thread on it, could be any thread you wanted, cleaned off on the edges, knurled. Sort of cleaned off on the end. So we started off, I bought some scrap pieces, I got a load of these, I think I got 10 of them for very little money. What is it? Let's have a look. Oh, it's here. I can't see it for looking. So it's 30mm. That's 31mm. So is it Imperial? Yeah, it's 1.25 inch. 1.25 alloy bar, round bar. And I said a lot of offcuts I got. And I thought it'd be alright for little projects. So I had a bit of a practice. My first practice were hang on, here we go, that one, which I didn't do too well on. I wasn't pressing hard enough. And that was my second one. In fact, that one was with the bottom that wouldn't come up properly. So it was nailing with the top bit of the tool, but not the bottom. And then I sort of got that, which I thought were a result. So we ended up making that. So I'm going to go through making it. Probably boring for most people, but amateurs like myself that maybe have just got a lathe or milling machine and want to try and make something, I thought it might be just a little project that you might fancy doing. That's a thumb wheel that you could get a good purchase on to tighten onto something, whether it be a camera or something, I don't know. I do want to make a stop for my milling machine vise that I've got, a new Chinese one that I got from Arcuro. And I want to make an end stop for it, and I want to make it adjustable, although I do think that's a bit big. That might have been better, probably a smaller diameter and maybe only half that thickness. I went a bit over optimistic, I think, with that one. And I did some bloopers. I made a mistake, of which you'll see. I did a proper cock up, but you'll see that in the video. Don't shoot me for it. We all make mistakes. A lot of people on YouTube don't show the mistakes. A lot do. Blondie does. She always shows the mistakes, and I'm showing mine. I always do, because, you know, we all think, oh, bloody hell, they're good. Well, they're not. They've probably made 3 or 4 of them before they got to the one they got. So I just thought I'd start that as an introduction, and we'll go on from there. 600. Seems to know whatever I do, it's just as bad. Aluminium in it. the tool over. That's aggressive. To get my die on. Right, so where do I go from here? Turn that off. If I thread that now, I need to turn that round and knurl it all. Once it's knurled, I can't grab it back in there without putting some sort of soft, well, I don't know what I'd do. I'd put in, whatever I put in would probably damage because it's only aluminium. So this is where the dilemma is. I want a thread on there, M8, and I want to knurl this, and I want to turn it all and make it fancy. Suppose I turn it and make all that fancy bit first. Last job would be to knurl it, and I'd have to maybe screw nuts on here and lock them in the chuck. I've done that before while I knurl it, so I don't damage the thread. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'll turn it round, get it all set up, and I'll come back. Two bearings in there, one's pressed in there, one's there. Different wedges. And they want to go in like that. Same problem straight away. Big yards in way to get in there. It's running at 11 Hertz, 26 RPM. And I've broke it. Too ambitious. I'll have a look. No, I haven't. It's just come out, slipped out of this. So I haven't. I thought I'd bent. I thought that had bent. I don't think it has. Screw it off. I hope not. I don't think it's bent. It seems to be all right. That's okay. So, a thumb screw. I mean, normally they're narrower than that, aren't they? That'd be one way you'd really want to get some purchase onto something. But it's only aluminium, so it'd probably snap off. It's weak. That'd want to be made in probably stainless, wouldn't it? That's another story. Trying to nail stainless. Ooh. I've got a friend who does quite a bit of nailing and says forget it. Doing stainless is very, very, very hard. Oh, anyway. Not bad so far. Apart from that slipped out. So, on reflection, what have I done wrong? That's fine. What I did wrong, and it's my own fault, I just couldn't be bothered, and I should have been bothered, is to have got one of these out, a die holder, and then it would have pushed square, wouldn't it? These are my homemade ones. I've got one that I made, but these I bought, I don't know if I've gone from eBay. Yeah, I think that one would have held the die. And then you've got a straight push on it, haven't you? Put that into your chuck. And you've got a straight push and the bar goes through there. My own fault. But anyway, luckily it's not damaged. That's one thing, I suppose. But yeah, couldn't be bothered just to get that kit out, just to do that. What an idiot. There you go.